What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And if you followed my channel at all, you know I love Nintendo. Specifically, I love the games that Nintendo makes. I'm a huge Mario fan. I love Pokemon. I own a little Pokemon of my own here. I've got a Snorlax right there behind me. I love Legend of Zelda. I've owned every Nintendo entertainment system forward to the Nintendo Switch. I love them all. I love them all. But when it comes to Nintendo, as a company, they make a lot of mistakes, whether it's how they treat their own player base, how they treat content creators, how they treat their own licenses and their own games. And this last week, it seems like Nintendo is speed running to become the next EA. They have made just three huge PR blunders, one right after the other. And I want to talk about that. So a lot of you have already heard about this story, but I'll get you caught up for those of you who haven't. Smash Brothers is continuing to be a global phenomenon. And even the global lockdown we find ourselves in right now is not going to stop people from playing Smash Brothers. But getting a bunch of Smash Brothers players together in a room along with an audience, having people climb on planes just to play this game, is not something that most people are willing to get Smash players to do. So it only makes sense to hold online tournaments. The problem is, if you own Nintendo Switch and you own Nintendo Switch Online, you're going to know that their online service is certainly subpar, to say the least. It's nowhere near as good as any competing service, and honestly, as someone who's tried to play Smash Brothers online with fans during live streams, it's just not reliable. It's certainly not reliable enough to hold a huge tournament. So the folks over at the Big House planned a tournament that people could play online, and they used a program called Slippy that allowed them to host and pair these events, and Nintendo caught word of this and shut it down. They posted to Twitter that the Big House is heartbroken to share we've received a cease and desist from Nintendo of America to cancel our upcoming online event. We were informed we do not have permission to host or broadcast the event, primarily due to the usage of Slippy. Sadly, all our competitions are affected. We're forced to comply with the order and cancel the Big House Online for both Melee and Ultimate. Refund information will be sent shortly. We apologize to those impacted. Now, I'll be quick to point out that Nintendo is within their legal rights to do this, but it just does not play well whatsoever. Here's the thing. We're in the middle of a global pandemic, and people want to play Smash Brothers. And I get that Nintendo is a company that doesn't like it when content creators modify their games. They don't like it when they do things that they shouldn't, that makes Nintendo fearful for their IPs and their characters. And using a modified version of Smash Brothers, something like Slippy, is definitely something that they would frown upon. But since we can't hold a Smash Brothers tournament in any other capacity right now due to the global pandemic, they should let this one slide. Absolutely. Maybe they want to have complete control moving forward, which is just a bad idea to begin with, but maybe that's what they want to do. But this one time, when the Smash community wanted to get together in a safe way in the middle of a pandemic, they probably should have let them. It definitely is bad PR. Now, obviously, this upsets Smash Brothers fans and competitors, but we also see it upsetting folks in the Splatoon community. And there was a Splatoon 2 stream that got canceled because a lot of the teams that made it to the finals had names in support of the Smash Brothers community, including Melee Nation, Element Free Melee, hashtag Free Melee. And Nintendo did not want to give a platform to the folks who were speaking out in favor of the Smash community. So they decided to go ahead and cancel that stream. Though Nintendo did say it was because of unexpected executional challenges, it's pretty obvious as to why they did this. And look, I can't speak for Nintendo. I don't know exactly what they were thinking, but I can tell you how it played to the community. The community thought of them as a kid who took their ball home because they were losing. You know what? If I can't win this game, then no one gets to play. If this isn't a PR stunt for us, how dare it be a PR stunt against us? We're not going to give you the platform. We're going to take our ball. We're going home. Screw you guys. We're going home. But again, allow me to kind of defend Nintendo here. They are within their legal rights. It's their stream. They're the ones broadcasting it. They can do whatever it is they want to do. I'm not going to argue with that. It just doesn't play well. It makes you look like a garbage company. But whereas you can legally defend Nintendo for being within the rights, on this third story, this is the really upsetting one, and this is the one that made me want to make this video. They have caused this to be ceased and desisted. They have sent a letter out saying that you can't do this. And what this was, you might have seen these talked about. These are the Etikons, and they are a modified Joy-Con, a way of taking an existing Joy-Con and modifying it and selling it with the proceeds going to teen and young adult mental health awareness. So this is a charity endeavor, and this is something that Nintendo, as of right now, you can check Twitter, it's trending, according to the creator, has been ceased and desisted by the folks over at Nintendo, and he has chosen to comply. Here from Twitter, I guess this was featured in the YouTube video, and I hope I'm signal boosting them here, though I don't know who the original poster is. In a conversation with the creator of the Etikons, someone wrote him saying, "Just wanted to know if or hopefully when you plan on restocking the Etikons," and he responded with, "I won't be restocking them because Nintendo asked me to stop." And again, I want to point out that this was not a entire Joy-Con that they were selling here. It's not something that would make Nintendo look bad. These were just shells that would go over your existing Joy-Cons. So the idea that Nintendo really had any right over this is arguable. I'm not a lawyer. I can't say that they could or could not shut down, but I do genuinely believe they absolutely should not shut down a project designed to remind people of a YouTuber who passed away because of his mental health issues that would also benefit charities that could have saved his life. Come on, Nintendo. Come on. And I want to reiterate, like I said at the beginning of this video, I love Nintendo. I love their hardware. I love their games. I love to support Nintendo and promote them here on this channel, but boy, do I wish they did more to support the people that supported them. Maybe not me, I understand that, but fellow content creators who deserve a little bit of love, the fans who obsessively play their games like Smash Brothers and Splatoon, the folks like Etika who did everything they could to promote that company without even so much as a thank you most of the time. I genuinely do not understand. You could cite cultural differences or anything along that lines, but they have to understand that none of this looks good. Not here, not in Japan, nowhere. And I'm hoping in 2021, Nintendo will do better. Lord knows that bar is set very low. But as something we love, we have to criticize it from time to time. We have to hold the people and the things that we love accountable, and this is a place where Nintendo needs to be held accountable, and I wanted to do that with tonight's video. I probably would have never made this video had they not shut down the Etikon project, but as someone who has struggled with those types of feelings and those types of thoughts in the past, I felt it was very important to talk about that. If nothing else, that's something I would very much like Nintendo to fix. You can't go back in time and you can't fix the Smash Brothers tournament. You can't go back in time and fix the Splatoon tournament. But you can allow them to sell these Joy-Cons. And you know what else you can do? You can make a nice big donation to some of these charities as well. That would play a lot better, Nintendo. So please consider it. I know I'm an irrelevant YouTuber you guys don't care about, and that's fine. That's fine. But consider my thoughts, because I do think I'm speaking for a lot of your fans here.